Wow, hon. Wow, hon. Wow, hon. Hey, Brandy, how you doing? How's it going? Sorry I haven't been on, but I have a problem with my phone. I just ordered a new phone today. It is such a pain in the ass ordering a new cell phone. If you have one and you like it, feel thankful. Hey, Pretty Peaches. Hey, Donna. Yeah, Daisy's a sweetheart. You know, it was funny today. I had court today, which was a disaster. And I left Daisy in the hotel room, so I came back and I brought my laptop, which I hardly ever do. So I turned on the laptop, and Daisy, she's already thinking she didn't get to go with me to begin with. And she saw me turn on that damn laptop and jumped right off the bed and went berserk. The dog is smart, I'm telling you. I tell you guys this all the time. Everybody says that about their dogs. But she knew when I sat down at that laptop, she thought, there is no way in hell, after you not taking me this morning, that you're going to be on that damn laptop for a few hours. And then she started pulling at my socks, running around. So the point here is, this dog is smart. So I immediately canned my plans for the next couple hours. And here we are at Daisy's Park. The damn dog deserves it. Look, there's a woodpecker pecking this tree right next to me. I never saw a woodpecker out here. I wonder what kind it is. Huh. Where are you, woodpecker? Hey, Audrey. Hey, Gina. No, court didn't go well. I get down there. Where's this woodpecker? I get down there, and I knew when there was one car in the lot, I was screwed. So sure as shit, I confirmed this appointment with the letter that I got. Oh, that's a hairy woodpecker. There he is right there, hairy woodpecker. Probably can't see him. I never saw a woodpecker here before. Well, that's good. Hey, hon. Oh, you having fun? Good girl, hon. Aw, good girl, hon. You having fun? So anyway, I get down to court, and I knew with one car in the lot I was screwed. So it says, do not come into the courthouse without permission from the bailiff. So here's a guy sitting behind the glass. So I'm standing there. He said, can I help you? I said, yeah, I got a court date, a settlement hearing today. And he said, the court's closed. I said, closed? And I showed him my letter. He said, you should have got an email. I said, they don't have my email. And he said, well, I don't know what to tell you. Call this number. They're handling things virtually. So I get a hold of this clerk. She's really nice. She said, I don't know. We sent a letter out the 8th. Well, believe me, I was checking the mail before I left. I didn't get any letter. It's postponed till August. So I got a letter, and I got a call into the supervisor. We'll see. It's just such a mess. No, I went to court for this ticket. I got, hey, Mark. Daisy was on my damn lap, and this idiot cop gave me a ticket for having a dog on your lap, which this idiot didn't even know what he was writing the ticket for. It's not against the law to have a dog in your lap. He assumed that my view was obstructed, and it wasn't. So I'm fighting it. If you look back at my videos, I uploaded a video. This cop's texting on his phone, which is illegal. He's got a hat on the dash, which is, if anybody's views blocked, it was his. He was a problem cop, and he was at Detroit. He's got a criminal record in Ohio. This guy shouldn't be on the road writing tickets to anybody to begin with, much less getting pulled over for nothing. So I'm fighting it, and I think eventually I'll prevail, although it may not be at this low-level district court level. Well, lunch, I kind of got derailed today because Daisy wanted to go out here really bad, and this kind of breaking up my day. But it'll be nice when I'll go to Detroit. I'll let her run around here as long as she wants. She didn't want to stay in the hotel room any longer. I don't blame her. No, don't count on it, Don. I'll tell you what happened to the last judge. Actually, I appealed the first judge's hearing. I get this judge, I go in there, and he said, "What do you have to say?" So I said, "Well, first of all, the view wasn't obstructed. It's not illegal to have a dog on your lap. I've got a videotape of this cop. You can see that I can see out my mirrors." You know what the stupid judge said to me? He said, "Well, I don't think it's a good idea to have dogs on your lap." Well, I don't care if he thinks it's a good idea or it isn't. The legislature addressed that, and it's not against the law. Now, if you're dumb enough to have a dog licking your face and you're cutting people off, you're weaving in and out of traffic, then you would get a careless or a reckless driving ticket. There's a provision in place for an idiot that doesn't know when and when not to have a dog in their lap. Then this judge, as if it wasn't already going south bad enough, said to me, "What if the dog had to go to the bathroom?" What if it did have to go to the bathroom? It's got nothing to do with it. I'd have had a better hearing in front of Judge Judy and just get insulted for 20 minutes. God. I don't know about Beck. Yeah, she got her tent damaged by somebody. I haven't got the details on that yet, but I'll find out. You feeling good, hon? Oh, you feeling good? It's a nice day, not as hot. It's gonna be nice tonight going down there. Yeah, that's how it goes. You know, you read about these things. I think I got them, actually. And the state police, too, they've been jacking me around on their records. They won't give me a copy of the training manual on what criteria you use for an officer to make a decision on if someone's video or if someone's ticket really included enough to be considered obstruction or not. He assumed my view was obstructed, and it wasn't. And I can prove that with his videotape. So they're not giving me the police training manuals, and also they're not giving me the tickets these guys written, because I got an idea this screwball may never have written this ticket before, and when he saw me based on my YouTube videos, he got a chance to write me a ticket, and he couldn't come up with anything else. So that's what I got a ticket for. Hey, believe me, I know when I'm dead in the water and I do something wrong. I don't have a problem just paying a ticket if I'm guilty, but I don't like getting pulled over for nothing, which I did that time, much less all these trips over this bullshit with a screwy judge and unorganized court system, and then this damn COVID on top of it. Yeah, normally I'd have more if I'm going to sue this guy in a civil action separately, whether I do or whether I don't. It's not the end of the world. It's 2 points. I'd rather not have it. The state offered a program where you could take this stupid online class. But when this COVID hit, all those places shut down. The state of Michigan doesn't return any emails, so I doubt that that's going to be an option. But I'm telling you, I'd rather go out swinging. If I was guilty, no problem. I'll pay the ticket. I'm not trying to get out of something that I did wrong. But I'm the kind of personality, if this is the point of the matter, and I really want to get this guy into circuit court on a civil action where I can get some discovery, because a ticket like this is a civil infraction. And once I get him in there where I can get some discovery and some subpoenas, I'm going to get his court records when he was a Detroit cop, and I'm going to find more about this guy, because I think he's a bad apple, and I'm willing to try to prove it. Yeah, it's just, it happens. Yeah, I mean, if you scroll back in my videos, I don't know if you got, I uploaded a video of it. Look at him texting and talking on his cell phone before he pulled me over. You can see the whole thing. You can see the interior of the police car. You can see the exterior. You can see what he talked to me about. He comes up and said, "I'm pulled you over because you have a dog on your lap." That is not illegal. This guy is just an idiot. I'm not pleading guilty to something I didn't do. I'd rather go and give him a piece of my mind and, You know, if I lose, I lose. But like I said, this isn't that big a deal. The very worst scenario, I lose. I get another moron of a judge. And I have to take it. I'll be in circuit court next time, which takes it out of the hands of these hillbillies. That's real court with real discovery. And then we'll figure out what the truth is. It's bullshit. Yeah, go look at it in the video, Gina. Look at the very beginning of the video. You can see him texting on his phone. That's illegal right there. I mean, I don't think just because he did something improper or illegal that has anything to do with what I did. I'm not, trying to even the scales based on him just being an unprofessional cop. But he is. It's kind of the cherry on the top. This isn't a normal Michigan State Police trooper. And ever since I got that ticket, which was December 23rd, I've quizzed every state trooper I've run into, and I can't find one that's written a ticket for that. And the ones that I interviewed told me that the only reason that they knew of from other cops is they use it sometimes if they get you for reckless or careless driving or some kind of dangerous driving, and that's the brake ticket. Hey, I'm not going to write you for careless or reckless, but you know what? Here you go. Here's an obstructed view. That way the cop hasn't pissed away an hour of his time by pulling you over. It shows he's out doing his job. And you're not going to get hung by the balls for a mistake you made. Yeah, I mean, that's my opinion. I mean, I've been wrong before, but the thing that irks me the most is, first of all, I shouldn't have been pulled over to begin with. I shouldn't have been. Secondly, and then I get this screwball judge. What if the dog had to go to the bathroom? Why is he asking me questions? What if it did? That's got nothing to do why we're here. God, man. You know, these guys go to law school. That's what happens with these old judges that have been on the bench for so long. I mean, they get along with murder. They're moody, they're surly, they're shitty, they cut people short, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. You know, you could, so, I mean, if I'd have got a normal judge that paid attention to the law, that looked at the facts, I wouldn't be dealing with this now. If they say to me, hey, look, how about you give us $10 and we call it quits? No, I'm not giving you a penny. I shouldn't have been pulled over. Now, if I was guilty, you're speeding, you're texting, which is illegal, no problem. Hey, can you give me a break? Yeah, how about like $200 fine instead of $8? Yeah, okay, I'll take that, no problem. I know when I'm guilty. I have no problem with that. Such bullshit. And speaking of bullshit, so I've been having trouble with this cell phone. And even though yesterday was hot, it wasn't as hot as the day before. So after I did that video on that corn and that watermelon drink I got at a Mexican place, I could not get the goddamn thing to work for about 3 hours. Wouldn't do anything, man. And then I finally got it to go on. I was able to restart it, and it changed the settings. So the reason the screen was so dim is because it was at the very bottom, like you're trying to save power. I got that working. I got up today, and it wasn't just letting it cool off, because I let it cool off for about 4 hours, had the same problem. So I've been looking for a new cell phone, which is a royal pain in the ass right now. And I thought, well, you know what? I have good camera equipment, you know, I take my videos and still photos with. So I'm gonna get one of those Samsung S20 Ultras. It's like $1,400, which is nuts. And then I get reading the reviews. You having fun, huh? You having a good time? I'm reading the reviews, and they talk about if you use it at full resolution, it really goes through the battery, and I'm starting to get iffy on this thing. Well, I don't know if you know this or not, because of this COVID bullshit. These cell phone companies don't know what in the hell to do. They've closed most of their corporate stores like Verizon, and the reason for that makes sense, is they don't want people in there touching phones. So they just said hell with it. So what they want to do is they want you to place your order online. Well, it's really nice to go into a corporate store and they switch all your contacts and all that stuff, and you walk out of there with your new phone. Well, those days are basically still in limbo. You can go pick up a phone there, but it's pure bullshit. So I'm going to get this S20 Ultra. They don't have a deal on that, but the next one down they do. Well, why would I want to get the next one down? You know, who wouldn't want like the latest, greatest? And I'm thinking, man, you are out of your mind paying $1,400. That'll give me something new to worry about. I can run around with my $1,400 cell phone worrying about it all the time. So I'm sitting there today and I thought, well, I'll call up Verizon just for the hell of it, because this phone's giving me problems. And, you know, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out its days are probably numbered. So I call Verizon. I get this sweetheart lady on there. You're not going to believe this. And I'm not bragging, believe me. It's shit luck that you get subscribers on YouTube. It really is. There's no talent to it. I'll be the first one to admit that. Talking to this lady, we're talking about different model stuff. And she said, well, what do you use your phone for? I said, well, I do a lot of YouTube videos. And it's nice to have a nice phone if I don't happen to have my camera. And she said, well, what's your YouTube channel name? I told her. She said, you know, I watched your angel video 3 years ago. She said, I've watched all those videos of those women. So we talked for about a half hour. Sweetheart lady. So anyway, I'm thinking about these phones. There's no deal on the S20 Ultra. I said, hey, look, I'm tired of bullshitting around with this. What phone do you have comparable to this S7 I have? It's been a great phone. I've hung in there with it, but it's starting to give me problems. She said, we got this Samsung A58. I said, well, they have a bundle package now. You know, in the old days, you got really bent over. You got the phone, then you didn't get a charger, you didn't get a screen protector, you didn't get a case. So, you know, I said, well, do you have a bundle? She said, yeah, it's like $100. I said, well, what'd the total cost me? She said, it'd be like $500. So I said, send it. I want it. She said, you don't want the S20 Ultra? I said, no, it's too much bullshit. Plus, I'm reading negative reviews. They said, just send. So I just bought it, paid for it all in full. So I got a A58 coming. It's $500 or something. Well, that's better than $1,500. And I don't need to walk around worried about this phone I have now because I paid $1,500 for it. It's just nuts, man. You know what a smoking desktop computer you can get to do 4K video editing for $1,500? I mean, not the greatest, but a pretty good one. And for another $500, you get a superstar. So I'm glad I came to my senses right before I ordered the phone. It'll be there in 2 business days, so when I get home, I'll set up my new phone. Such a bunch of bullshit, man. So anyway, people ask about Becky. Becky, now I don't know this is true, but supposedly the tent was damaged on an unpaid bill. Don't know for sure, don't want to start rumors. And she went to stay with a friend of hers for a while. So she's okay. A new tent is on the way. I should find all this out today. Yeah, I mean, a track phone's really not a bad idea, but you know, I do a lot of lives, and I can handle $500. It's no big deal. Which I still think is nuts. Yeah, track phone. If you're just calling, but you know, I need to search the internet for things and, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I can handle that. I mean, here you get these, here, I don't like the idea of payments on a cell phone. Are you kidding me? $150 a month payment or something like that? Is it $150 or $75 for a phone? Are you nuts? So for $500, actually, I got the insurance deal, $1,500 a month. The more I thought about it on my way over here to the park, I think I'm going to can that. I'm willing to roll the dice on a $500 phone. But bust it bust. Plus, there's so many restrictions and strings attached to that bullshit. I mean, if you damage it in the way you would expect you would, there's some loophole. Well, you went swimming with it. A truck backed over it. It's not worth shit anyway. Yeah, that's pretty good, Gina. No kid, Legend. Wow. So I'm gonna run Daisy around here, get her tired out, let her swim in, and take her back to the hotel room. And then I will let it cool down a little more, and I'll hit the old road to Detroit. I'm definitely spending the night. I'll probably spend tomorrow night too. I looked up temperatures in the other states. I thought about going up to North Dakota. Then I looked at Thunder Bay. Thought about going up to Thunder Bay, check it out. At least it's nice and cool up there. North Dakota, not really. It's 84 in the daytime, so it's kind of on the back burner. Oh, no kidding, Philip. Wow. No, you buy it. You buy it, Tara. No, you actually own it. Not that that's anything to brag about, but you do own it. Hear all these nice birds singing? Hey, let me tell you too. I mean, everybody knows this damn COVID stuff, right? But I'm telling you, it's better, but not that much better. Hardly any planes taking off and landing. All the hotels have like 1 or 2 cars in the parking lot. Lots of restaurants haven't even bothered to reopen. It's super slow. I mean, you guys have figured this out, but this COVID stuff, it's one thing. People losing their lives. But this thing has been a huge economy killer. I rank it right up there with 9/11. And at least with 9/11, you knew what happened and you moved forward and you had a game plan. This COVID's like one big giant question mark. Like, what are we going to do here? I mean, what are we going to be? How about sporting events, movie theaters? But everything is super down big time. I mean, Detroit's dead. It is better, but nothing like it was. I mean, it's really, I feel so bad for these businesses, man. I really do. And, you know, where I live, it's seasonal. It's like from June till, let's say, the end of October. That's where everybody makes the majority of their money to make it through the winter. So now, basically, they've signed on to agree to be 50% capacity, even though they needed 100% to make it through the winter. It's just bad. I feel so bad for the guy that owns a weightlifting gym. I tried to buy that off him and he wouldn't sell it to me. I'm glad that he didn't. Health clubs, all bets are off. And God knows what a health club's gonna be like when you go in there. Now, I don't know, what do you gotta wear? A surgeon's uniform, have a piece of rope and a gallon of hand sanitizer? I don't even want to go to a health club because I know how much bullshit it's gonna be. I'm just gonna build my weightlifting thing in my basement. This sucks because there's a social aspect to working out, and that's all gone now. Come on, Days. How you doing? Good. Did you get that packet of hooks and sinkers I left on the top of the table?
No, it was right here when I showed up.
Oh, okay. I left it here. I found it laying on the ground.
Oh, yeah?
No big deal, but I don't know whether they forgot it or what. Come on, Dave. You catching anything when it's this hot?
Hit and miss.
Okay. Come on, Daisy. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, somebody was telling me out in California the other day that you went into Best Buy and they want to take the temperature of your forehead. Oh, here it is over here. Okay. They want to take the temperature of your forehead. Going to Best Buy. Best Buy they were a pain in the ass even before this. It was nothing like the old days. It's still hot today. Nothing like yesterday, but hot. Hey, somebody took the hooks. Yeah, somebody took the hooks. Hey, Tara. Yeah, no, you're right about that Best Buy. All the stuff they get is late. It used to be a good place to deal with, but yeah, it's not that great anymore. Oh, Fort Myers is cool. Did you? What years did you live in Fort Myers? Teddy DuPay's from there. He was a hell of a high school basketball player. He still got the Florida scoring record. Here you go. I'll put it on a table.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Somebody took some of the hooks, but better than nothing.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Yep. Come on, Days. So yeah, I'll go back down there, and I think it'd be a fun day. Detroit. Tonight's going to be nice. I can tell it's going to cool down just nicely. You know, I haven't really looked up on the state's website, but there must be something with July 6th or July 7th, because I noticed on some of the restaurants that didn't open that they said they'll be open July 6th or 7th. So I don't know if they can go to normal hours then or what. Oh, okay. So you probably remember Teddy DuPay, don't you? He went to Mariner High School. He was an absolute beast in high school. Small white guy, but man, could he shoot. Then he got in some drug and gambling problems when he went to Florida, and was all downhill after that. You like that cool mud, huh, hon? Good girl. Oh, okay. I feel nice and cool, Daisy. Good girl, hon. Yeah, likes that cool mud. You mud puppy, Daisy. That's a good girl, hon. Yeah, you too, Maggie. You know, I don't know, Jax. If I had to guess, I think she's some kind of bulldog Lopso-Opso mix. I'm gonna take her over where I can dunk her in all the way in another place. Yeah, okay, Marky, I'll be down there for sure. Yep. Come on, Days, I'll take you over where I can dunk you in all the way. It's too shallow here. Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, thank you, Randy. There's a place where it's deeper where I can dunk her in, which I'm gonna do in a minute. Hey, Lana. I was in Taylor this morning. Got a Dunkin' Donuts there, right there, just south of Goddard on the east side of the road. I was looking for you, see if you're stalking me. Come on, Days, I'll take you where and dunk you in, hon. She didn't want to go. You don't want to go, huh? I don't blame you. It's all right, honey. Yeah, okay, Lon. When you tell me that courthouse was closed? Yeah, you're right, Donna. There's another place where it's deeper. I can dunk her. Yeah, it's too bad about Raven. Hey, Pam, how you doing? I answered your comment you left. The cell phone problems. Oh, okay. It's a robin singing. She's a good dog. It's easy to get motivated to do stuff for Daisy. Yeah, it's nice out. Good, Jan. How you doing? Yeah, isn't it nice, Twinkie? I thought so. Hey, Maria. Yeah, Robin sounds good, doesn't it? No, somebody ordered a new tent, I guess. I'll get more details on that tonight. Yeah, they saw the videos quite a while ago. Yeah, they did. Yep. And the sisters, yep. I didn't really say too much, tell you the truth. Probably, just you see somebody down there, it's just disappointing. I can give it to you right now, sir. Amanda, she's living with her mother in Ohio doing well. I just saw her Facebook the other day. She got a new boyfriend. Seems like things are going well for her. No, I haven't seen Allie down there. I did see Kevin, who's a good friend of hers. Yeah, you're right, Twinkie. Sarah's doing okay. I didn't see her, but Kelly said she's doing all right. I'll probably see her later. Yeah, I know it was. Yeah, she'll get a tent. She'll get a tent someplace. I guess there's another one coming. Yeah, there was a connection with Raven on someone that used to babysit her or a childhood friend or something. Somebody mentioned that to me a long time ago. And she topless danced for quite a while. There was some. It was mainly a guess, so it's not definitive, but there was some connection with a childhood acquaintance and her picking that name. I don't know if it's true or not. I'll tell you that kook that's always writing those negative videos about me, that nut job in Flint. I decided she still sends me. I got 2 emails from her last night. I don't want to have anything to do with her. I don't want any donation, nothing. And from now on, if anybody brings her name up in any way, I'm just going to block them. I don't even want her name mentioned. It does nothing but fuel the fire for that idiot. Somebody sent me a clip of a video she uploaded last night where she talked about Marguerite and didn't know if she had COPD, OCD, whatever it was. That's how stupid this woman is. And it's the D's, the does, we ain't got none. I feel so sorry she even has a kid. I don't want anything to do with her. All these lunatics that have tried to get my channel taken down, if anybody brings up their name for any reason, you can send me an email if you want, but I'm going to block them because it just seems to keep them around. Yeah, no, yeah. That's the question, Shell. I think that, like that other nut job in Las Vegas and that other idiot that was living out in New York, what they do, they spend their whole days creating false profiles, fake profiles. If you ever click on the names of the comments, it's the same when they tried to come up with that petition to get me kicked off YouTube. It's like 2 or 3 people, all friends with these nut jobs. I mean, they're not established accounts with uploaded videos. It's all just a bunch of made up, hostile madness. No, she's an absolute lunatic. Just a total. I mean, I did send a letter to Webster's Dictionary and asked them if they would consider using her photo when you looked up white trash. Yeah, I haven't heard back from him. So I'm really looking forward to get down to Detroit and tonight. It's going to be a nice night, really is. I'll probably stay tomorrow night too. See how it goes. You know, that could be beautiful. I don't know. I mean, nobody said anything to me. I mean, that could be. I mean, the last I knew, and this was a while back, they were trying to make arrangements on someone coming down and identifying her. I don't know if that happened or not. It could be. I guess they were going to bury her up in Grand Blanc or something. I'm not sure. Hey Chastity, how you doing? Hey Ashley. So I don't really know, to tell you the truth. You know, it's always been like, hey, here, I'm not trying to like get involved with her family or get to know them or anything like that. It's been an absolute minimum. I sent the package that the sister from Indiana sent me. I sent it back to her. She said give it to somebody that was friends with Raven. But to be honest with you, there really wasn't anybody that I would consider a friend that you'd want to give a package intended to her to. So I just mailed it back. Yeah, she's a beautiful woman. Great, good-looking girl. That's something you'll notice in YouTube, and if you have a channel, you'll notice in analytics that it's very. You can rely on data to repeat itself. Young people get more attention than old. Race matters big time. You know, when there's a good-looking girl and she's addicted to drugs, everybody wants to help her, particularly the guys. If it's an older person, maybe of a different race other than theirs, it's tell them to pull themselves up by their bootstraps and make something in themselves. It's human behavior is very predictable, and it sucks that it's the way it is, which is why I know that 9 out of 10 interviews that I do, no one gives a shit about. But I mean, that's kind of my personality anyway. I'm not thinking I'm doing any great thing for society, but I will never do that. I won't. I mean, honestly, there's times I make up donations because I know these girls watch their videos, and for an extra couple $100 over the course of a week, I don't want to come up to them and say, hey, look, nobody sent you anything. That kind of happened yesterday with Tracy and Wendy, but I wanted to get some photos of Wendy, not another interview, because I know she doesn't like to do it. Her daughters watch him and it makes her feel bad. So if it looked like I was blowing off Wendy, I wasn't. What I wanted, Tracy got $30 from Dolly. I gave it to her, and I told Wendy, well, I'll get back with you later, and we'll do something. And really, that's just kind of my way, even in the scale. It's not worth $10 to make him feel bad. I know she doesn't like to do interviews, so I was just going to do some photos, like I've been doing, uploading the people lately. She did have a lot of siblings, yeah, she did, yeah. I've talked to a few of them, yeah. So that's what happened there. Somebody made a comment like, I never saw you do that before. I think they thought that I was like rude. I think that Wendy knew when I was coming up with Tracy. She had texted me earlier. She knew Tracy was getting something and hoped that she was going to get something herself. And as I tried to explain to her, she doesn't like interviews. I'm not trying to get you to do an interview you don't want to do. But I know you don't like to do them. That's why I'm not asking. So I was just trying to finagle some kind of way later on. I had to meet somebody down near where Maddie was at, so I was kind of in a hurry, and it was hotter than hell. Yeah, Chastity, you would think everybody says that. I don't really think she could have modeled. She was too short. You know, I had a buddy of mine that was a model, and he won that Fear Factor when it came out, like the second episode. His name's Chad Harper, and he modeled full time for about 10 years. And I got to know that business in and out. Actually, I did comp card photography for a while for models, which I hated. But Raven was a pretty girl, but she wasn't model material. Not if you know the business. Everybody thinks they're a model, but when you go and you try to get into it and you're spending time in LA, New York, or Milan, Italy, that's when you know you're a real model. If a local regional company uses your face for a beer drinking contest, that's not really modeling. So even though she was a very attractive girl and my heart goes out to her, she was not professional modeling material. No, no news on Becky. She's doing okay. She was staying with a friend. I guess a new tent's on the way. It was my understanding that was a result of unpaid debt of some kind. It may not be true, so don't take it to the bank. I'll find out later when I talk to her. No, I'd rather get it from the horse's mouth, you know. I mean, as you guys already know, that life sucks. Hey, Keisha. Yeah, Becky's tough. Not as tough as Daisy, though. That's my girl. You cooled off more, hon? Let's go, hon. Yeah, I mean, you guys. I think you guys probably have an idea what that lifestyle's like down there, but man, I don't think you do unless you're there. You know, driving around like I am, and you know, there's off-camera stuff that I don't report. It sucks, man. No place to live. Come on. No place to take a shower. No place to go home to. Just total chaos constantly. You got heroin calling you all the time for physical addiction. I mean, can you imagine having sex with 15 or 20 people a day that you weren't attracted to? Just old, disgusting, perverted pigs. Yeah, they do it because of that damn heroin, Ron. That's how. That's the travesty in the whole equation. Now, I don't like people riding around with me, to tell you the truth. If you guys have figured it out, I mean, I do the basic nice things for these people, but it seems like I'm a social person, but I'm not. I've been taking vacations alone since I was a teenager. Come on, hon, I'm gonna take you swimming. She doesn't want to get out of the shade. I'm gonna take you in a deep spot, hon. Yeah, I'm gonna dunk you in. Trust me. That sun is murder on a black coat. She doesn't want to leave the shade. Come on, hon. Oh yeah, it sucks actually. It's a shitty life. Yeah, I kind of been that way my whole life. I mean, it seems like, you know, I think I sometimes I mean, I'm a moody guy. You know, I can have a real hot head temper. But when I'm down there trying to help people, you don't see that because why would you? I'm down there like handing out gifts but you know, I'm just not like a guy that likes hanging around with people and stuff like that. I mean, I think people think that I blow them off. Not really. It's hard to tell somebody, you know, I don't feel like hanging around with you because that's just my personality. Don't take it personally. They take it personally. I mean, look at some of these kooky women that I've crossed paths with. You know, even the guys, I mean, I think they're cool. I don't mind getting a coffee here and there, maybe a lunch, but I'm not into like meeting up with people. And I've said this a million times. I don't like people hunting me down when I'm in Detroit and coming up to me when I'm doing a live. I've been very clear. When I'm down here, I got a agenda, and I don't want people coming up to me because they see me on a live and they know where I'm at. I think it's rude and I think it's inconsiderate. I mean, if I showed up to your house at 11 o'clock at night, hey, it's Tom from YouTube. I know you watch my videos. It's just a little off. I've said before, but I would say 5% of the people on YouTube that get attracted to the channel or the people I interview or the content are total whacked out nut job weirdos. Stalking crazies. No, you know, when you ever hear somebody talking about themselves, you're always you're skeptical because you don't know if it's true or not. But like I've said before, and you guys have never seen this part of me, and I'm not saying I'm some badass, but if you notice all these threats that I get, I'm doing lives the whole time I'm in Detroit. And I'm telling people where I'm at, they know where I stay, and don't you think it's kind of funny that none of these people ever show up? I think there've been a couple instances where they've come to places and they got the right vibe, they got lost. Yeah, I check her for ticks pretty good. I got her on a good medication. It kills those ticks deader than a doornail. It's kind of expensive, but it's worth every dime. It's like 120 bucks a year. It kills those damn ticks. Taking you swimming, hon. Over here, hon. She's gonna like this. It's deep here. I can dunk her in. Yeah, I don't care. I understand the law, and I know what the threshold is to protect yourself. And if any of these big mouth wackos that threaten me, if there's even a hint of a threat, it's not going to be a good day for them. I mean, I don't have any criminal history, and I doubt that anyone would think that I'm just going to crack somebody's skull out of nowhere for no reason. So I think my record speaks for itself, and there's no way that I'd do something like that for nothing, but I'm prepared to do it if I have to, no problem. Somebody sliced it with a knife and bent the poles. Come on, hon, I'm gonna dunk you in. It's really too hot for her out here right now. It wasn't supposed to be this hot, but it's really humid. That's it, Ashley. There's a long story short, there's a cop in a neighboring county that's just a real douchebag. And they were setting up a boxing charity event. And I contacted that guy and said, hey, why don't you want to box in this boxing charity event? All the money goes to charity. This damn weightlifting douchebag that thinks he's a badass. And he wouldn't do it. I tell people all the time, man, I'm an older guy, but I got a shit ton of experience in that. And I'm not bragging, but I'm not a typical 64-year-old guy. And if a young, trained fighter came up to me and said, hey, I'd like to spar 3 rounds with you, I'd say, no fucking way. But for one of these fake, tough guy, 2-pack a day smoking pussies, no problem, because for 30 seconds I'm just as good as I was 35 years ago. Okay, hon, you're gonna get swimming now. You're gonna go swimming, honey. Dad's gonna put you in here. Yep. This water's gotten low in a lot of places. Yeah, you know, phony tough guys acting tough. The mob mentality. Okay, hon, I'm gonna take you in here and let you swim wild, free, hon. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to put her in right down here. Just hang on one second. I don't think I can. I gotta set this phone here for a sec. Days, come here, hon. Yeah, it's gonna dunk you in. Yep. It's gonna go swimming now. Come here. Here. Yeah, it's gonna dunk you in there, honey. It's gonna be wet there. Feeling good? That do the trick? That do? Feel good, man? Feel good? Sorry about that. That's how you cool a dog off. Wow. You feeling good? Wow. I just dunked her in the water. I had to take my shoes off. Wow. Wow. That rejuvenated her. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Shaniqua. Hey, Richard. Yeah, she was in the water. Got excited when, yeah, it cooled you off. Oh, yeah. You know, usually it's easier to dunk her in, but it's so muddy right up to where it's deep enough. Yeah, hon. That a girl. Wow. Good girl, huh? Yeah. Hey, I appreciate you guys hanging in there and like enjoying these videos. You know, it wouldn't be anything near what it is if I didn't have like people interaction. I mean, you guys have, I'm assuming, the same interests I do, and the chances of me meeting somebody like you guys in my private life is pretty low. But on YouTube, you get all this exposure. So even though there's like 125 people, like we have like a common interest in certain things, and I'd have never met you otherwise. That's why, even though I get pissed at YouTube sometimes, it really enhanced my life in a lot of ways to be able to like do this and share it with people. I wouldn't have any social life if it wasn't for YouTube. None. Which, in a way I like, but this is just enough like communication. How you doing? Where you been? Can I send you something? Do you need some help? And I don't want it any more than that. But I'd miss it without it. So that's why it's perfect. Shit, if people didn't watch this, I mean, who would I be talking to? Myself, probably. Be in another damn mental hospital again. Wow. Hey, Tim's. Yeah, she's cool now. Now this phone, I've learned with this phone, it's a fine line between how hot it is out and how much it works. And crazy as it sounds, it's related to the humidity more than just the heat. I'm not kidding you. I didn't even think I'd be talking on a phone today. Oh, glad you like him, Ron. Yeah, great. I mean, no shit. Hey, sexy. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm an okay guy. I mean, I don't really consider I'm doing anything good. I'm not doing anything bad, but I wish I could do. I'm always open to suggestion, but you guys know, these are drug-addicted working women. And man, their family they didn't listen to, their husbands, their boyfriends, their wives, their sisters, their neighbors. I mean, what am I really going to do? I mean, they tell you themselves they're doing $200 to $500 in heroin a day. You think the 20 or 30 or 40 hours they get from me once or twice a month is going to enable them? That's just such a weak, stupid argument. I'm not saying that some of the money doesn't go to drugs, but some of it doesn't. I told you, I watched Marguerite buy a bunch of nice things, and she didn't even know I was going to be in the store. Yeah. Go on, hon. Get up there. Get up there. Go on. Good girl. You're a good girl. Wow, you're feeling in a good mood. I can tell you're in a good mood, honey. I can tell you're in a good mood. Go on. And I want to give you the warning, too. This is not going to be lasting long, this trip, but not only is my phone down to 15%, which means it doesn't charge. So when this cuts out, it'll be a couple hours before I'm on again, but I will get on during the Michigan Avenue stroll later. Probably around 6 o'clock, go home. I'm going to wait to dick around on my laptop. So if this cuts out, don't expect me to come back on because I can't. Beautiful flowers, personal products, not as much as you'd think. There's places that hand that out. You know how it is, it's like fishing lures. Right? You go into a store and you see all these, the people get attracted to them. I'm not saying you can't catch fish with them. And it's the same with dog toys. So there's certain things you would assume these women need, and it's not always necessarily accurate. Yeah, I'll be down there for sure, you guys. Yep. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna party in my hotel room. And I'll do a live tonight. Kelly's on a road trip with a truck driver, I think. I may get a hold of Maddie. She's doing okay. I mean, her tent got wrecked, but I guess there's a new one on the way. Okay, Gina, yeah. You know, I think what I'll do is just sign off now, because it's only going to be about 5 minutes or something before it dies, so I'll just sign out. It's hotter than it was forecast today. All right, Lana, you quit stalking me. All right, Shanika. Hey, Mary, how you feeling? How you doing? 8 times. Hey, okay, Richard. All right, sexy. Good to have you back. Hope you're feeling better. Oh, definitely, Ron, for sure. I would say probably about 6. I'm going to go back, get something to eat, dick around my hotel room, but it's gotten hotter than it was supposed to. And I'll definitely be on 6 o'clock, and I'll be all charged up. It'll be cooler, so I'll be able to come up with a good live. All right, Maria, thank you. Appreciate it. Good, Mary, that's great. All right, Sammy. Oh, okay, Black Sheep. Yeah, thank you. I'm not going to get anything great. All the good places are still closed. All right, well, you guys have a good day, rest of your day. I'll talk to you tonight. Thanks a lot. You too, Mega.